Hey everybody, it's Jamie here, and this is From the Heart Live. Um, what is up, people? It has been a while since I've been on. I've spent my summer pretty much outside, making my little nature videos and my mushroom hunting, and um, just hiking and trying to create a bunch of vitamin D in my body because I have a deficiency in that. So, in order for me to stay healthy all winter, I really felt like I needed to be outside and, be in the fresh air and be in the sunshine. And I think it's done me a lot of good. Um, Especially when in the spring I got diagnosed, well, not diagnosed, but the doctor told me that my Hashimoto's was out of remission, which really sent me on a downward spiral, both physically and mentally. And it's been trying on me. And I even landed in the hospital um, with the flu. Now everybody's like, COVID, COVID, COVID. No, not me. Me, I get the flu. So I ended up in there with the flu, and they gave me some fluids, and I kept me in there for a bit, and then sent me home, and I got better, and it took me about, I don't know, 2 weeks to start to feel even normal, semi-normal again. So it's been a long time coming. I've had a lot of projects in my head that I want to get done, and I haven't been able to do it because the physical aspect, the tiredness that I feel and the crankiness that I feel a lot, from feeling so tired all the time, has just been overwhelming me, and it's made me not very social, and it's kind of made me hibernate a little bit as far as being on YouTube and being out there in the world. Well, talking about movies and whatnot. And I've been focusing a lot on my little nature videos well, there's many reasons for that. One reason is that I'm trying to learn how to film, how to edit, how to, improve production styles. I'm really starting out very simple. I'm using, just the basic Windows Movie Maker right now, just learning little tiny things. And I've still not figured out how to put music in my videos, but when I do, I will definitely be including that. But there's more to it than that. I like to show, I love nature, first of all. I love nature. I love to be outdoors. I love the woods. I love camping. I'm the kind of girl that can go out in the woods for a week and not hesitate. It doesn't bother me being in the woods for a week. I really like it. Um, so where was I going with that? I forgot what I was saying. Okay, let's talk to the chat for a second. Hey Mike, hey, how you doing? Hope everything's good over there across the pond. Um, hey MJ, how you doing? It's been a while. And Gary, hi. Brian, hello. It's been a while. But like I was saying, it's just I'm doing these little videos because I want to show, and I believe in the simplicity, the beauty of simplicity, right? Like David Lynch is always kind of saying, we need balance, and he's always showing like the beauty in the mundane and the beauty in the um, um, simplicity of life. I kind of feel like I want to show that because for me, um, I find joy in going out and, looking at flowers, or, looking at mushrooms, staring at the clouds, watching a sunset or watching a sunrise. I find those things to be where I find joy. And I think that a lot of people, they don't really focus on finding their joy, finding themselves joy. I feel like a lot of people are so busy with the world and the way the world works, that they forget to stop and look up and look at the clouds and remember, that sun that's shining down on us, that's where we get our life from. Without it, we can't live. So, you know, I want to show the beauty and simplicity, because I really want everyone to just slow down for a minute and just stop, smell the flowers for a second, and remember where joy comes from. Because I think a lot of people are hyperactive and hyper angry lately, and I really wish that a lot of people, I'm not talking about anyone I specifically know, I'm talking about like the world in general. I really think that there's a lot of really bad negativity out there, and I don't want to focus on it. I don't want to focus on that, because I don't feel like it's my job to focus on that. I feel like it's my job to focus on the good things and to remind everybody that there's little tiny things out there, just as simple as just a mushroom growing, that you really need to stop and remember. The earth made that. It's amazing. The earth made this little dandelion. It's amazing. I really want to share that with people. So that's why I've been doing my nature videos, my hikes, showing you, the beauty around where I live. That's another thing. I really want to show that New York is more than just a city. That there is plenty of green and plenty of trees and plenty of forest in New York, and that it is a beautiful place to come visit, because there really is. It really is. Like, there's hidden waterfalls all over the place. If you go to Letchworth, there's like little waterfalls everywhere. I mean, everybody talks about Niagara Falls, but nobody talks about Watkins Glen. And Watkins Glen has one of the best waterfalls ever, because you can walk right underneath it. I need to get a drink. It's really beautiful. And so, just to get to my point, I just want to show people a little beauty. And I really hope people appreciate it, because as simple as it is, and as goofy as it is, because I am goofy, I really, really love, nature and the world. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. So let's get down to brass tacks here for a second and talk about Halloween Kills, because I loved it. I enjoyed myself immensely. I was squirming in my chair. If a movie can make me squirm in my chair and start to, like go like this and like hide my face, I'm having a good time. Cause that for me is like, when you ride a roller coaster and you ride it and the whole time you're like scared and you feel all weird, but you feel kind of tingly everywhere. It thrills you. You kind of get this tingly rush everywhere. And then when you get off it, you're like, I want to do that again. That's kind of how I feel about most movies, especially horror. And this one really made me feel like that. This one took me on a ride. I don't know. I guess I'm confused, because part of it, really, I do have problems with it. Don't get me wrong. I do have issues with the dialogue. The dialogue it's over the top. There's a lot of goofy lines that I was like, you know. There's some other things too. Like I started going, run up the stairs or unlock the door, or don't know, lock the door. And when I start doing that, it's this frustration I get with, like in Scream, how she starts saying, she should be running out the door instead of running up the stairs. Well, this was breaking all of the rules, right? So I was in there going, oh my God, they're doing all the wrong things. But isn't that what it's supposed to be? I mean, that's why we watch horror movies, well, at least for me. I watched horror movies because I really like watching the chase. And this one was all chase. All chase. It was fun, it was exciting and energetic. I know a lot of people want to see the stoic Michael. I get it. I like the stoic Michael, but there's something I don't mind. I'm not so invested in the original timeline that I won't give them a chance with a new storyline. So I've been on board with this new storyline. Now, I didn't like 2018 so much, and I have my reasons for that. Mostly, I didn't feel invested in the characters. I didn't really care about the ones that died. But now that I've seen this one, I understand what they're doing. Um, it's like the trilogy thing, you know. This movie's not supposed to stand on its own. It's supposed to be the center of a bigger thing, a bigger picture. Um, which is why the entire thing is action from beginning to end. Um, I really like that. I can't wait now for Halloween Ends because I'm so excited to see where they're going to take this. Um, I should have put a warning out. This is not going to be spoiler free, people. I am not going to. I mean, I could try to be spoiler free, but I am so bad at that I don't think I could really talk about this movie without telling you a few things. So anybody who's in here that has not seen it, you might want to go because I'm gonna be letting out some information about plots and stuff. So some things that did bother me, I was bothered by I did not want Karen or Tommy to die. I'm upset about that. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. Now I have my theories about why. Um I don't think Karen was a very strong person. Her character seemed weak. I mean, she didn't want to deal with reality so much that during Halloween, she decorated for Christmas and she put on a Christmas sweater. That says a lot about her character and about how her character deals with things. And the way she deals with it is to be in denial and shut it out. And so I think that because her character was like that, that might have had something to do with why they killed her off in this one. The granddaughter is much stronger, has much more of Laurie Strode in her than Karen did. And isn't that usually the way it is with parents? I mean, I didn't want to be like my parents. I didn't want to be like my parents. So I did everything opposite of my parents. And that seems to be the pattern, you know. We always do the opposite of our parents. And so I was a little disappointed in losing Karen because I wanted to see her character go from being weak. Millie, hi. Hi. um, I wanted to go from her character to go from being really weak and meek to one heck of a strong woman, right? That's what I wanted to see. But unfortunately, that's not what I got. And that's fine because I can understand they've got their own ideas. And I'm not one to judge anybody else's creative ideas. I want to watch them. I will tell you if I like them or not, but I don't want to like admonish anybody for what they chose, you know. Um, I don't mind the fact that the couples, you know, were doing these random things in their house. I mean, I drink wine with my husband sometimes and, you know, my husband will be upstairs doing something or I'll be downstairs doing something and vice versa, you know. He'll be, you know, downstairs working on in his shop or I'll be upstairs listening to music. It's to me that wasn't out of the ordinary. It's just showed regular daily life in the suburbs. Um which is I think very Halloween. So that's how I saw it anyway. I didn't mind it. I really really liked the score. It was really good. It got me excited. I liked it how they mixed in the old music with the new music, and I like how the new music has this like industrial kind of feel to it. It had like these really hard like metal sounds to it and it reminded me a lot of David Lynch, which of course, you know, I'm going to love that. So um I really enjoyed that part of it. The kills were really good. Really creative kills. The one with the light bulb was unbelievable. I just loved that. The way that he was killing certain people. I loved how they made little callbacks, like him coming through the door and then grabbing the cop and shoving him up against the wall. That was in the flashback in 1978. Reminded me of when he did it with the guy in the original movie and, you know, put the knife in him. Um, I've heard a lot of people talking about his over the top killing style. And I have theories about why that is, but it's very difficult for me to discuss that because um, my views on it are political. And I know that that's not going to go over well with a lot of people. And I don't want to cause any I don't want to cause any strife. Um, Maybe someday I'll make a video telling you really what I think about why they did certain things, the choices they made, the reason that they chased the guy in the hospital screaming what they were screaming. The I think that the whole town coming after the monster is a throwback to Frankenstein. I haven't heard anyone mention that, and I was surprised because I thought everybody was going to mention the fact that that's like Frankenstein, except for the only difference is instead of we're killing the monster who really is innocent, um, we're going after the monster who can do us all in, basically, is how I saw it. Um, I don't know what well, I kind of have an idea what it might represent, but I don't want to go into that. So, but then, chanting and chasing the guy and making the mistake, to me, that was just a callback to maybe people misunderstand. The people that realized it tried to stop them from hurting the guy. And the guy was so afraid of what was coming at him, he just jumped out the window. Um, I felt like that was a statement about the way society handles. I felt it was a statement about the way society sometimes handles fear. Um, Sometimes the fear can make you blind. And even though Karen knew and Tommy knew, and they were trying to stop them from going after the wrong guy, nobody listened. And I feel like that kind of coincides with a lot of what I see going on in the world today. So to me, that's a statement on that. And in my opinion, it's fine. It's their movie and they can say what they want in it. And I don't mind that. I like putting puzzles together and trying to figure out like people's meanings for why they do what they do in their movies or, in their stories or books or whatever is fun for me. It's like doing dot to dots or a jigsaw puzzle. It's part of why I like David Lynch so much because, he definitely, you have to take everything apart and put it right back together again in a different way in order to really understand it. Like with Mulholland Drive, people didn't know for the longest time that the whole first third was a dream, or the first two thirds was a dream. People didn't understand Lost Highway when it first came out, and there's people who still say that, and I think that's just silliness. But yeah, so my opinion on it is, I thought it was fantastic. I thought that the cinematography was a little dark. Um, but it's still like there was shots in it that blew me away. Like the shot of the reflection in the window when Karen went upstairs to Michael's, or was it Michael's room or Michael's sister's room? It might have been Michael's sister's room. The reflection in the mirror when Lori and the sheriff are talking and it's showing the sheriff's reflection in the mirror. Those things were brilliant, and I thought they looked beautiful. And also they probably do have some sort of other meaning. Possibly maybe we need to, maybe it's them saying let's turn around and take a look at our own selves or something. I don't know for sure, but that was the feeling I got off of it. And pretty much everything that I ever talk about is going to relate to feelings because that's why heart is in my name. Everything to me is feelings, emotions. They're all, even thoughts to me are emotions. I know a lot of people don't think that, but that's just how I experience the world. So, that's okay. um, I did not like the constant yelling of "Evil dies tonight." I understand it. I get it. I understand why they were doing it like that, why they were drilling it, you know. but it was too much. It was too much. I didn't want to hear it anymore after a while. I was like, oh, it's just too much. I don't mind the saying evil dies tonight. I kind of like it. And especially because right now I think evil reigns. So because evil reigns, I want to see evil die. So I kind of like that little phrase. The boogeyman phrase got overdone as well. It was like boogeyman this, boogeyman that, and it's all right. I I don't know. I mean, the boogeyman, we all know he's the boogeyman. He's been the boogeyman since one. The fact that they're like drilling that into our minds is kind of strange. I don't really understand that part of it yet. It's probably going to be, I'll probably understand this movie much, much better after Halloween Ends comes out. And that's because to me, this is like, it's like the typical trilogy thing. Like Lord of the Rings, you've got the two towers in the middle. And honestly, I don't think the two towers stands on its own merit. I mean, you can't really understand everything that's going on unless you've seen the other two or the first one. So, or at least. So that one is full of action, right? That entire movie is full of action from beginning to end. The entire thing is a war. That's kind of how I see this. The entire thing is the war with Michael and the town's war with Michael. How the effect it's had on the fear, the effect the fear has had on the people in the town. It's significant. And I really liked that part of it. And I loved the part when they all encircled him and they started hitting him and stuff. Now, granted, he goes all like, I don't know, what do you want to call it, Super Saiyan or something? He goes all ballistic on everybody, and that was fun. That was an exciting part. Not that I wanted to see everybody die, because it has nothing to do with that. I just like the excitement of it all. I kind of liked that part. What I don't understand is this whole idea of the mask. Is this mask a supernatural thing? I mean, because at the time when this is going on, you hear Laurie Strode talking about how, Michael, he must be something else. He must be something special because they burned him and he didn't die. And that is a good point. you know, I didn't think they were going to bring any supernatural elements into this series. Which is okay with me. If they do, I accept it, and I'll just judge it on, when I watch it and see how they explain it. But I don't know. I didn't really understand. I kind of like the idea of a human being still being too hard to kill. Not superpowers, just too hard to kill. And I don't know. I wish they would have gone with that. It just seems more fun, seems more realistic. I like the idea of this big, humongous, brutish monster. And to me, that's what Michael is. He's a big, brutish monster. And I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars, or I mean hearts. I'm gonna give it 3.5 hearts for now. Now that might change in the future. I might see it again. I might watch 2018 and then see that again and change my mind about a few things here and there. But I have to say, overall, I've really been enjoying this new idea, and I got to give them credit, the people making this movie, because they really are trying to do something different. It's something, their own idea, and I really got to give them credit for that, because I want to see people doing this kind of thing. I want to see people coming up with new ideas. I mean, granted, Michael is an old character. He's not a new character. He's an old character, and they're just revamping him. But that's okay with me. I hope someday they come up with somebody new, and we see new stuff coming out. I want to see, instead of them rehashing the old ones all the time, I'd like to see more Hellfest. Yes, please. Hellfest. Hellfest was awesome. I love it. I cannot wait to put it in my DVD player later, because I'm planning on watching it this week. I've got a whole like Halloween I don't know, like 25 movies I plan on watching over the next 2 weeks. So I'll be talking about those because I have a feeling I'm going to be on here a little more than I used to be now that the weather is all cold. I mean, I'm not outside playing anymore. So, um, yeah. So basically, that's my thoughts on Halloween. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I was squirming in my seat. I liked the brutality because I'm tired of this tame, horror. Horror's too tame. There I miss the old days when everything was really brutal, like Jason picking up the person in the sleeping bag and banging him up against the tree. I mean, that when I saw that in the theater, my jaw dropped. And I was like, that's fantastic, because I don't know. That's why I go to these movies because I want to see something that I'm not going to see anywhere else, you know? And these movies for me are like a roller coaster. They're they're fun. And I don't feel that way about like comedy. I mean, I like comedy, don't get me wrong. There's comedy movies I love. Get them to the Greek, Dazed and Confused. Uh, Gosh, I can't. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I'm sure I could think of a billion more if I sat down and thought about it. But I definitely I definitely go for horror more than anything because horror gives me the thrill I'm looking for when I'm watching a movie. I do like action movies to a point. I'm sick of Marvel. I used to want to watch the Marvel movies just like everybody else, but after it got to be, I think the after the Avengers, I just couldn't do it anymore. They just got too much. They're too much. I now, even though I watch the trailers now and still get a little bit like, ooh, that looks interesting. And, I don't know if I'll actually watch them. I might if it comes up, but I'm not going to seek them out. So, um, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Okay, let me get a drink real quick. Oh, okay, Michael. If you went already, I hope you come back and watch and that you see me saying goodbye. Have a good night at work or good day because I forget it's daytime where you are. Ghosty, boo. Hello, Jeff. How you doing? Zombie, how you doing? Let's see. What are you guys saying about the movie? I'm just going down and seeing who's in here rather than looking at comments because I haven't done this in too long, and now I forgot all the little things. Have I seen the Scream 5 trailer? I have not yet. I was going to look it up last night, and then I ended up doing other things instead. I was editing some of my photos. I don't know if you guys know this, but I don't only do these little nature movies. I'm out there taking photos, and I'm taking lots of them. And my plan is to build a coffee table book full of nature photos, a lot of mushrooms, a lot of little critters in the woods, like frogs, newts, whatever else I can find, whatever else I can find in the woods. Anything weird I find in the woods, I take a picture of it. And a lot of times I am posting it on my Twitter. I do post it on my Facebook, but my Facebook I keep pretty locked down. So chances are that you're not going to probably see them on my Facebook unless you're friends with me on Facebook. And that really is hard to get me to accept a friend request on Facebook. I have to really know who you are. But on Twitter, anybody can follow me. I consider Twitter my office. So if you're interested in seeing my photos, just, go and check it out. Because I'm really trying to do something with that. I've always loved taking photos. And when I got the camera for my birthday, I couldn't wait to get out there and try it out and try all the little detaily things with it. And I've been having a really good time. The camera is not only taking the movies that you see, but it's also taking incredible photos. And I'm very happy with it. So I don't know why I was telling you guys that. I can't remember. Let's see. No, because you want to know, I have not watched the Scream 5 trailer. I am going to watch the Scream 5 trailer, and I will let everybody know what I think about it. Um, you think nature kills? Nature and kills, I see. Oh, yeah. Good. I'm glad somebody agrees with me because I feel like a lot of people do not like this movie, and I was like, whoa, I feel a little weird right now because I really came out of there kind of jazzed, and when I kind of came home, I had plans that I was going to come on here and I was going to stream about it and I was going to talk about it, all excited, but I didn't like when I first got home, I didn't get on right away. And I went and I started watching other people's reviews of it. And when I started realizing that everybody was like, I don't like it, I don't like it, I don't like it, I was like, oh, shoot. The only one who I think might feel like me is Christian. Garrett maybe too, because I seem to think Garrett seemed to like it a lot. So they might be more on par with what I'm saying about the movie, but at least there's somebody, because I was feeling like, oh my God, am I the only person who really had fun, who really liked it? Because I mean, I know a lot of people are like, invested in the old timeline and they really, like the old movies and everything. And that's great. I mean, I like the old movies too. I just, for me to enjoy this, I just put the other ones aside. It's just, I don't know. It's just how I wanted to do it so that I could give it a fair assessment. I feel like I'm trying to be as fair as possible. So, and I have to go with what my feelings were. And my feelings were I had fun and I liked it. So it was oh yes, Millie, you got a kiss. Mwah. Of course. You always get one. um Zombie, I don't like the actress playing the granddaughter much either. She I should be putting these on the screen. I'm getting there, guys. I'll get back to it eventually. Um, I didn't really, I didn't care for her in the first one at all. But in this second one, I'm seeing a little bit of a progression in the character, and she's kind of strong. There's something I don't like about her. I can't figure out what it is. It's something in the way she looks. But I try to just put that aside and not judge her on her looks. So I actually think she's I can't wait to see what they're going to do with her character in the next one. I hope she becomes like super. She picked up the shotgun. She picked up the shotgun. Yes. I went, yes, girl, get that shotgun. Because that's exactly what I would have done. I'd have picked up that shotgun in a heartbeat. There is no way. There's little handguns there. No, I ain't playing with the little handguns. You give me the big old shotgun. Because not only can I use it to shoot, but I will beat you down to death with it. um so yeah, she's okay. I mean, I she's not the greatest actress, but I'm hoping that within the time frame of making the movie that she'll get a little bit better. I don't think I've seen her in anything before, so she might be new. Thank you, Jeff. I'm tweaking it. I moved the couch a little bit the other night, and I actually hurt my back picking up my dresser because I really kind of want to get that dresser out of here and put shelves up with all my movies there. But I'm not positive if I'm going to end up doing that or not, because a lot of people have told me that they really like my background because it has character. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to leave it or if I want to. I mean, everybody kind of has their movies behind them, right? So maybe I should be different. I don't know. Thank you, Millie. I'm doing my best. Do you like my big kitty back there? Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Oh, it's got a witch's hat on, by the way. I put a witch's hat on it. That thing is so freaky looking and so cute at the same time. It's like something out of a Tim Burton movie. And I fell in love with it. I found it at a thrift store and I got it for like a couple bucks. And it's super cute. I love it. But and by the way, see the Billy face back there? Creepy Phil's videos. He made that for me and he sent it to me. He's a cool guy. You guys go there and connect with Phil because he's a cool guy. And He's our bud. He's our buddy. So go check him out because he's cool. And he makes cool stuff. He made that. That's really cool. And I seriously appreciate him sending that to me. You like what I'm wearing? Do you like my demon cat shirt? Caring for your demon cat? Yes, I like that. I'm going to be opening up a special box here in a minute. Because I get this subscription box called the Crazy CatLady Box, and it comes with all of these cat related items. I get a T-shirt every month. Couple of, what other lots of cool things that they stick in there. Some of these things in the background have come from there. Um, I really like it, and I hope that if I do this little unboxing, that maybe they'll like, use my video for their advertising because I really do like it. Also, they send cat toys, so my cats get new toys every month, and it's so funny to see them fighting over them every month. It's so cute. I'll get to that in a little bit. I want to go through this first. My shirt says "Caring for your demon cat." That's what it says. My hair is too long. I have to get it cut. Okay, see, here's what happened. When COVID hit, I wanted to get my hair cut and COVID hit. So I was like, crap, I can't go get my hair cut. So literally my hair has been growing since August of 2019. That is for real. And I, when everything started to open back up again, I wanted to go get my hair cut. Well, I called my usual place that I've been going to since I was 8 years old, and they weren't taking any appointments at the time. And I was like, crap. And then they said that they had moved to a new location, and I found where this location is. And I'm like, oh, why? I do not like the location. It's a bitch to get down in their parking lot. And I don't know. I'm going to have to try to find somewhere else to get my hair cut, and trying to trust somebody with my hair is difficult. So I've been hesitating to go try to find some new hairstylist because I've had so many bad experiences with people who just butchered me. So I've just let it grow, and it is too long. It is now down to my waist in the back. It is down to my waist. So it is too long, and I need some oomph. So I definitely need to get a cut. I do need a cut. It's kind of hot in here tonight. But it's cold outside. It's 52 degrees and it's raining. Ugh, I hate rain. Sick of it. Do I think that it'll be a success at the box office? I think that it will be. Now my theater only had one other couple in it when we went, but I went at like 2:30 in the afternoon on a Friday, and there's nobody in the theater at that time. And not to mention the fact that our theater hasn't fully opened up yet. It's only showing like 4 movies when there's like 8 spots for movies. So it just, I don't think people around here have picked up on the fact that, they can go back to the movies and see stuff again. And, a lot of people are nervous about going to the theater, and I don't blame them. And even I'm nervous about it. I mean, God knows how I got the flu. So, you know, um, let's see. A lot of the characters tried to speak like Loomis and it didn't work. While I like what they were trying to do with the mob justice angle, it was clunky and in its execution. It was. Um, but at least they're trying. I mean, at least somebody's out there trying to say something. Um, it might not be the most subtle way of saying things, but I commend them for their effort. So it may not, nobody's perfect. And I didn't really like that part because it was trying for me. I didn't like seeing this innocent person get so frightened by this mob that they felt like they had to jump out the window. That was that was sad, I just felt bad for that guy because I mean he may have been a criminal too, but what kind of criminal was he? He was in an insane asylum, so we don't even know. you know, I don't know. It just seems sad. Oh, I skipped ahead somehow. One review I saw said he was super fast and agile, even though in canon he's an old man. He is super fast and agile in this. And it's, I mean, some people say, oh, it's fantastic. I thought it was pretty freaking awesome. Um, some people don't like it because it is out of character. It is out of character for Michael. And, but they're recreating the character too. So if you want to hang on to the way things used to be, I get it, and that's everybody's own prerogative. But I really am giving it a chance because I really am enjoying this change and this new storyline they're building. I don't know. I really do. I really do like it. You just saw Hellfest? Oh my God. I love Hellfest. I loved it. The end blew me away. I couldn't believe it who would have thought? I mean, we saw that he had those masks, all those different masks in the very beginning, but who would have thought that he was going to bring home a little stuffed animal and then give it to a little girl? I mean, that blew my mind. That's what made the movie for me. I mean, that really made it good. I really liked it. I liked it a lot. Sean, hi. What's up, you crazy Irishman? What is a newt? A newt is a little tiny lizard, like a little salamander. And the ones that we have around here are called red F's. And they're like orange and they have really bright orange spots with like black circles around them. And they are super cute and they're all over my woods. And every time I find them, I take pictures of them because they're so cute. And they think they're hiding, they go hide under a leaf or they go hide in a mushroom, or it's just so funny. I've gotten a lot of really good pictures of frogs this year too. I had seen so many frogs over the summer. It was unbelievable. It should be. My Twitter should be on the YouTube About page. Yes. You're driving. Be careful. What are you doing? You're crazy. What's up with that? He did. Well, I was talking with Steak a little bit about it. I don't think he liked it much either, and that's fine. I don't mind disagreeing with people. I don't mind them disagreeing with me, as long as they're not mean about it. You know. I'm definitely interested in your review. I'll definitely check that out. That's awesome. I didn't know you were reviewing it. That's cool. I like that Orc liked it. I'm so glad Orc liked it. Yes, mine drive me crazy too. Like all the time. I love them though. They're my babies. I don't know if you saw my last video, but they follow me around like little shadows and they're always there. I adore those two. I've had many cats over the years, but these two to me are they're just special. I love them. I love all my cats special though, I guess. They all have a special place in my heart. I've been asked by the SPCA to become a cat shelter before. No, I mean, I love cats, but I can't do that. That is too much for me. In spite of the fact that I stay home and stuff, too much for me. I couldn't handle all those cats. I love that connection too. The actor who played Lonnie, I love that connection with the original one with Dr. Loomis going, "Hey Lonnie, get your ass out of here," or whatever he says. And I thought that was genius to make this guy who was just this little character in the original, make him such a big part. and make him the dad of the granddaughter's boyfriend. Oh, I was so upset when he died. I was so upset. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to bring up about that. I noticed a pattern of everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people in the movie had to watch someone they love die. Um, it was very hard. I guess it was like that in the first one a little bit too, because I think Karen saw her husband die, right? So I got to rewatch 2018. I saw it the one time in the theater and I never watched it again. What a shame. I might have seen it a couple times in pieces, but I've never sat down and really watched it again, and I probably should. What was I saying? I forget. Anyway, I'll just keep going here. Have I found your teddy bear yet? I don't know. Where'd you hide it this time? As long as it's not in my woods, you keep that teddy bear out of my woods. I got some real bears in my woods, and I got some strange sounds coming from my woods. I'll tell you what, we were up there about a week ago, and we were going up there. We took a couple sandwiches, my telescope, and the cart, and a blanket, and we went up back, and we start laying out the blanket, and we hear this sound. This sounded like a woman screaming, and then like two whooping sounds, like whoop, like afterwards. And we stopped and we waited. And Scott was like, I've never heard anything. Like, he's lived out here. He's lived in this house his whole life. And he'd never heard this before. And he's like, I don't know what that is. And then it came again. And I'm like, I'm out. I pick up the blanket. We get in the cart. We went down to the cabin. We finished our sandwiches at the cabin. And we ended up not getting the telescope out to look at the stars, which I was so disappointed in, because I haven't been able to enjoy my telescope, because the day that he gave me the telescope was our anniversary. And that is the day that I ended up getting really sick with the flu. And I haven't been able to really enjoy it. I did go out on my deck a little bit with it and look at Jupiter, which was fabulous, because Jupiter was so bright and big, and you could see the 4 main moons, and you could even make out the stripes on the planet. And it blew my mind. I was so happy. I'm so happy to have that. Eric liked it too. I'm so glad. I was feeling so all alone. I was like, oh my God, everybody hates it. How am I going to even talk to the region free people? I was like, they're all going to hate me after this. I don't want them to hate me. A 6 out of 10. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, Christian gave it a 7, and I kind of agree with that assessment. I think I'd be more towards an 8. I'm kind of in between a 7 and an 8 if I'm going by a 10 scale. I'm a 3.5 going by my usual scale of 5. So the first couple who got killed, I like them too. I like them. I really liked Little John and Big John. They were really kind of funny. They were comical in a way. I liked how they messed with those kids. Those kids were nasty little shits. What the heck? I was so mad about those little brats. Oh my God. Somebody needs to slap them kids. Because that was awful. I couldn't believe they would do a trick like that to anybody, let alone, I mean, obviously they were too young to know what the house was, but the way they handled that was brilliant. I loved it. That's another one of those moments where I was like, no, lock that door. Because he was at the back door and he's looking out the back door, and then he just shuts it and he's not worried about nothing. And he doesn't lock it. And then he goes to the front and they say, he says, did you lock the door? And he's like, oh, no. He didn't lock the door. And then Michael got in, and that's how come all that bad crap happened to them. And that really sucks. And I felt bad too, because they weren't afraid of the house. They bought the house. They made the house really beautiful. And I don't think Michael was too happy about that. He didn't seem to appreciate the beauty they brought into that house. I'll tell you what, that much. You season 3? Don't say anything. Shh. because I haven't seen it yet, and I have to finish season 2 first because I started season 2 and then I got busy doing other things and I forgot about it. So I have to go back and rewatch. I want to get back to the beginning of season 2 and then rewatch all of season 2. And then I'll move on to season 3. I'm very excited about it. I really like that show. I think it's pretty good. Which one? I think he killed both of them, right? Who are you talking about, Sean? Are you guys talking about the little kids? I don't That's the thing. I feel like I missed something because everybody's talking about little kids getting killed and I don't remember seeing any little kids getting killed. I do remember seeing a bunch of bodies on the merry-go-round in the park and they were all wearing the Halloween 3 masks, but I can't remember like what maybe I got up to go to the bathroom at that moment. I don't know. I can't remember a bunch of kids getting killed. I do remember him maybe wanting to kill Lonnie there for a minute, but he didn't. Um, I don't remember. I just remember seeing the dead bodies. I don't remember seeing the deaths. It's kind of weird. If there were deaths, please remind me. You know what? Tell those horror. What are they watching horror for? People out there who are squeamish about this stuff. What is your problem? Why are you watching horror then? Do you not understand that horror is supposed to be this way? That that's the thrill of it? That it's supposed to put you in a place that, gives you a little safe scare, like the same way a roller coaster does? I mean, why be all squeamish? Just if you're too squeamish, then don't watch. Just like everybody shut up about boobs, okay? I'm sick and tired of it. Okay, so, they're not putting boobs in movies much anymore. If it calls for boobs, yes, please put them in. I want to see more adult content. If it doesn't call for boobs, it doesn't call for boobs. I didn't see any reason to have boobs in this particular movie that we're discussing now. I've heard a lot of people say there was no boobs in it. Well, you know what? I don't see a real opportunity in this particular movie to have a scene with boobs. I mean, you could go all Rob Zombie and just have like, somebody's shirt ripped off and the titties flopping out, or something like that. I don't know, but I don't care about that so much. But I do want to say that I really wish that, people would get over this crap because back when I was young, there was a lot more stuff in movies. I mean, back in the 80s, if you didn't, every movie had a sex scene. You literally expected it. You literally expected it when you went to the theater. And I'm a kid. I'm a kid in the 80s and I'm going to the theater and I'm thinking every movie is going to have a sex scene. And literally every movie had a sex scene to the point where even in Halloween 3, they throw in this inexplicable sex scene between, the girl and the guy, Tom Atkins and what's her face. And I always was like, whoa, that's abrupt out of nowhere and kind of weird. And what is she doing with this old man? Because back then, man, he looked old to me. My mom was in love with him, but he looked old to me. And I was like, yeah, I couldn't believe what I saw. But yeah, get over the squeamishness, people. I mean, what is wrong with people? I mean, seriously, do you really think that it's worth it to go out there and, start really complaining about all these things? I mean, this whole idea that everybody has to keep, walking on eggshells for everybody else is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm tired of it. I am sick of it. Cancel culture. I'm a lefty and I hate you guys. You cancel culture people suck. You ruin everything. You don't even and you don't even do it for the right reasons. It's just to thrill yourself. So cut it out. Stop it. Grow up. You don't have to be treated like a freaking puffball all the time. Oh, sorry, I'm getting annoyed. Let's go on here. Uh, he holds the mask with blood on it when Lindsay spots him. That's right. I remember that. I still don't. I was impressed that that was the actual Lindsay from the movie, from the original movie. I didn't at first. I was like looking at her face, and I was like, I've seen her before. And then I realized, oh my God, that's the original Lindsay. They got the original actress. Genius! Bravo, guys. I like that. That was good. The skeleton kid died off camera. Yeah. Now, did he kill anybody in the? I mean, I remember saying on Coffee Time back when Halloween 2018 came out that I was impressed with the fact that they weren't afraid to kill kids, and I remain impressed about that. They're taking a lot of risks with these movies that I actually think are pretty good. I like this risk taking thing. I'm tired of just the same old formula. Boring, boring, boring. Give me something different. Give me something new. Throw your soul into it. You know, that's what I want to see. The Brat kids were originally in the Halloween 3 masks. Oh yeah. I remember that now. That's right. Oh, too bad them girls didn't get it because they were brats. God, they were so annoying. Can't stand kids. I was saying all day yesterday, every time I went, because we went to Walmart, we went out to eat, and everywhere we were, there was like some screaming kid. And I just kept looking at my husband going, I hate kids. I am tired of screaming kids. Control your kids, people. He was holding the skull mask before he attacked the SUV. Yeah, I do remember that now. Did they want Lori and the cop to bone in the hospital or something? Ah, that's funny. I don't know. That is the one place that the opportunity probably could have arose. So I don't know. Maybe. That's pretty funny. Okay, so I have this CatLady Box. Let's do something fun. I'm also going to be giving you some Halloween recommendations. But first we're going to open this box. And my Halloween recommendations are probably going to be pretty, standard and trivial. Maybe a surprise here and there. But like I said, I got like a whole bunch of movies set aside, and I'm probably going to do a few different videos telling you what I've picked out for the Halloween season. So you can follow along on that. Hi, Dan. How you doing? You're just in time for my unboxing of the CatLady Box. This is the October box, which all of the people that get this subscription box, this is the reason. I love this. This is the Black Cat box. Every October, they put out a special box with Black Cat stuff, and I am stoked. I cannot wait to open this. And I got to get scissors so I can cut it. So excited. I have no idea what's going to be in here. Aww. They give you a little card with every single one of them with a little kitty picture on it. And then on the back, it just tells you what the contents of the box are. And let's see what we've got in here. They package it. Let me show you how they package it. They package it so nicely. I'm terrible with that. They wrap it all in nice, paper and put a sticker on it. And it always comes, nothing's ever broken. So it always comes all nicely packed. If you're a cat person, I highly recommend this subscription box. I love it. Every single t-shirt I have gotten is awesome. They give you a t-shirt every month. This is not a t-shirt. It's a sweatshirt this time. Oh, look, it's a kitty with a crown on. Oh my God. That is so cute. I can't wait to wear this. Oh my God, that is adorable. I love it. That is awesome. I love that. Let's see what else is in here. They give you kitty toys. So there's 2 kitty toys in here. One is a bat. And this one is some sort of monster. Oh no, it's a cat in a monster costume. Look at this. It's a cat in a monster costume. They're dressed up as like a frog or something. It's adorable. They'll love that. Let's see what this is. This is some kind of keychain. Oh my god. Ah, it's a little fuzzy little black cat. It's got a little heart for a nose. Look at that. Oh, can you see that? Heart for a nose. Oh my god, I love it. So cute. I mean, I probably won't put this on my keys because this will just annoy me as it's hitting my leg as I'm driving. But I'll probably put it on something, maybe hang it from my hiking backpack or something. And there's one more thing in here. I feel like there's something missing. Why do I feel like there's something missing? Oh, no, I guess not. Okay, so whatever this is a cement planter. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's got ears. It's so cute. I'm going to have to get a little cactus for in this. I have a little cactus in my Jason one, and I should put that back there. This is cute. Adorable. And that's it for this box. Sometimes they come with like one more item, but this one seems to be just the 3 items this time. But that's good. I'm fine with that. I like the sweatshirt a lot. Can't wait to wear that. I'm going to wear that bumming around my house. Okay, so let me just set that aside. Pardon me and my leggings. I didn't feel like putting jeans on, so. Thank you. It's she is dressed a lot like Chucky, isn't she? It's caring for your demon cat. And my cats are little demons. Yeah, so that's the CatLady Box, and I highly recommend it to anybody that really loves cats because they have sent me some cool stuff. I mean, there's a lot of it sitting around this room that you can't see. But I've gotten a lot of really cool stuff. And like I said, the t-shirts that I've gotten are awesome, and they're always good quality, and they always have some cute saying on them. And I really, really like that. So, okay. So, let's go over a few movie recommendations that I have for you for the Halloween season. And here we're going to start with Donnie Darko. And I'm going to say you probably want to watch the director's cut if you haven't, because the director's cut gives you a little more insight into exactly what is going on, exactly how the time travel works. And without it, it was kind of difficult for me to follow along with this movie, even though I did eventually kind of figure things out on my own. I really do like the fact that Richard Kelly, he put in this this extra stuff, this almost like the Roberta Sparrow book. It's like you're reading it. And I like that. I like that a lot. And this is a pretty good version of it. I hate these echo cases. What the hell? They suck. But see, this one comes with both the director's cut and the theatrical version of it. And, you know, I really enjoy both, but I prefer the director's cut. And talk about good freaking music. Holy moly. It's like my childhood come back. I mean, it is set in 1988, and in 1988, I was 15. So it does bring me back to that era, which I really like. My next recommendation, Ginger Snaps. This is my favorite werewolf movie of all time. I absolutely love this movie, and I found it by accident. the year this came out, I was pregnant, and it was my first Halloween, not going out and doing something because I couldn't. I couldn't go out drinking with my friends. Couldn't go to I could go to a Halloween party or whatever, but I kind of wasn't into that at that point because I was still going through the the morning sickness and all that at the time. So I just stayed home that night, and I made myself a big, huge bowl of popcorn. I spent the afternoon or the evening out on my porch passing out candy to the kids. And then I went upstairs and I started watching Ginger Snaps, and I was blown away. And then Cherry Falls came on after. So for me, those two movies, I don't have a copy of Cherry Falls. I need to get one. Those two movies are special to me because they remind me of this one special particular Halloween. The first time I ever made popcorn and put hot sauce on it, because I had never done that before. And for some reason I had this craving to put hot sauce on my popcorn. And it turned out to be excellent. It's so good. You guys should try it. Mix up your butter with a little bit of Frank's Red Hot and just drizzle it over your popcorn, mix it up with a knife, and it's so good. You guys should try that. It's so good. This movie is incredible. I love this. Catherine Isabel, she's gorgeous. I love her in everything she does. And Emily Perkins, she's a legacy, right? Isn't her father Anthony Perkins? So you can't go wrong with Ginger Snaps. And it's a good story. It's kind of scary. I like the practical effects in it. I like oh my God, the music, the opening scene where they're doing all the pictures of their different deaths. It's genius. And I saw that and I heard that music and it stopped me dead in my tracks. The same way that Twin Peaks would stop me dead in my tracks every time I would hear that theme song. It's just some theme songs, some music for certain movies, they just grab you. It just grabs you. And this one does that to me. And I highly recommend that one for Halloween time. The next one I'm going to talk about is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I love this movie with all of my heart. And like Christian said, I heard him say this in his last video when he was talking about the Halloween kills. No remaking this movie, okay? This movie is sacred. There's no reason to remake this movie. This movie is perfect as is. You don't have to remake this one. There's just some movies you just shouldn't touch. And this just happens to be one of those. And to be fair, I never cared that Michael wasn't in it. And I've already told this story 100 times that, I knew Michael wasn't going to be in it when I went to see it. So I wasn't surprised by that. The kills are brutal. The idea is absolutely insane and brutal. The idea of wanting to kill kids in this weird way. I don't really understand why he wants to do that or what the purpose is, but who cares? Because, snakes and rattlesnakes and bugs and whatever else is coming out. That's genius. It was disgusting. It made me squirm in my seat. And I like that. That's exactly why I see these movies. So you can't go wrong with Halloween 3 at Halloween time. It screams autumn. Everything about it. The whole thing. So Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, watch it. It's a good time. The next one I'm going to talk about is Slither. I love this movie. Now, some might say that this is a summer movie, and it kind of is, and that's fine. But I don't care about that because I'm not watching it because of the season that it's in necessarily. I'm watching it because it's a really, really good horror movie that gives me the willies and makes me cringe. And it's got excellent special effects, and the practical effects are outstanding, and it's funny, and it's got Nathan Fillion. I love him. And Elizabeth Banks. What's that guy's name? Rooker, right? Can't think of his first name. Anyway, he's awesome. I like him. I like him in everything. He's my favorite thing about Mallrats, or one of my favorite things about Mallrats. I just love this movie, and it's such a fun watch. And the music, This movie wins for the best use of air supply in a horror movie. I mean, come on, air supply? Who would have ever thought to use air supply? I mean, it's genius. I love it. I can't get enough of Slither. I'll watch this. I'll watch this like 6 times a year. So I really, really like that one. And my last recommendation is, of course, the classic Trick or Treat. Everyone loves this movie, and I know this because we all have discussed it with each other before. This movie does, I don't really even need to give a recommendation or talk about how good it is to get people to watch it, because I'm pretty sure everybody already knows that this is a staple. This is a staple for the Halloween season and has been since it came out, for me especially. I know it didn't do good at the box office, and I didn't see it at the box office. This is one of those rare times when I did not get to see something at the theater. But I did watch this over and over and over again on HBO or Showtime. And it it's one of my favorite horror anthologies ever made. If you ask me, I might put it at number one. It's hard to go against Creepshow though, because the original Creepshow is so good and I love it so much that it's hard to go above it. But this one definitely does compete with that for the number one spot a lot. And the storylines in here are genius. The idea, and I like how they use like the comic book style a little bit in between with the drawings, kind of like Creepshow does. I think I'm losing my voice, so forgive me. But yeah, so this is a really good one, and I highly recommend it for Halloween season if you guys are looking for something good to watch. I like this one for Halloween Day because it screams Halloween. What other I mean, look at the cover. Also, I got my little Sam doll back there. I love that little Sam doll. He's so cute. He's so cute, and he does a little dance, and he comes at you. He's a little walking thing. He's adorable. But yeah, so that's my 5 recommendations that I'm going to give you for now. And the next time I come on, I'll give you 5 more. So let's go back to the chat here and see what's going on. Yeah, thanks, Dan. It's I just happened to see it one day on Facebook. You know how they advertise all kinds of crap for you, and I have a lot of, they know I love cats apparently, so they have a lot of cat stuff in my feed, and I saw that and I was like, that is super cool, and I hope it's not a ripoff because I have been ripped off, and I don't want to get ripped off again. And I was like, I hope it's not a ripoff, but I told my husband that, I'd love this for my birthday. And I gave him the address to the website and he got it for my birthday. And we only got a 3-month subscription at first. So I've had to renew it because I definitely wanted to get the October box. But I actually think I might get a whole year subscription because I really, really like it. I like getting a new t-shirt every month that has something to do with cats. That's kind of cool. That's like the best part of it. And all the little other things that they send is pretty cool. There's a lot of interesting little doodads that I've gotten, mugs, and I got a hamper. It was really crazy. It's like a pop-out hamper. I'm using it to keep yarn in right now, and I like that. But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool subscription box. Yeah, they are dressed like Chucky. They are kind of dressed like Chucky. Speaking of that, I was at the mall yesterday, and because I got some new earphones, because I don't know if you guys know, but my earphones crapped out on me, and I had them for a long time, a good 15 years. They were my old Skull Candies, and I loved them because they fit my ears good. Because I have tiny little ears, I have a tiny little head, and I don't like big earphones. It makes me look weird and like makes my head look like a little peanut. So I don't really like it. So I want something small, but I don't like the ones that go inside your ears because those hurt because I have little ears and they're always too big. So I had to find something, and I went down to FYE and found some really cool earphones. But when I was in there, I noticed that one of the mannequins was wearing a shirt, and it's the Chucky shirt, but it's not like, the Chucky outfit. It's just the shirt. And I thought, man, I want to get that. And I could get away with wearing that on a regular basis. And only the cool people know what I'm wearing. Only the cool people realize what it is. And I like that. So I might actually go down there and buy one. I really, really like that. She was. I remember that. She plays Bev. And you know what? I need to go back and watch that one. I watched the remakes last year for Halloween time, and I really, really liked them. And I always liked the original it as well. I have a couple different copies of that. Um, so I can watch it. I don't know. I don't know if they're any different, really, the copies I have. I just happen to have more than one copy of that one. Sometimes I double buy on accident. Or somebody gives me a gift and then I buy it or had already bought it. Sorry about my throat. I'm having a little trouble. It's been too long since I've had to talk for a long time. But yeah, the original that's awesome. And I say, go, you know what, Tim Curry, we miss you. We miss you, Tim Curry. I miss you. I hope you're all right. I know he's not doing all that well, so I hope he's doing good, though. I mean, for how he can. But we do miss him. She's a Twitch person now. Twitch, is that like the gaming thing? Because I don't do Twitch. I do YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and it took me forever to even get a Twitter. I tried doing the Instagram thing, but the Instagram thing is not what I'm looking for. I don't like doing things off of my phone. I don't enjoy using my phone like a computer. So it just didn't make sense for me to do the Instagram thing. So I did close my account after opening it. Also, I think that might have actually given certain people an idea. So I actually feel responsible for certain people showing their face when they were gone for a while. I worry that was what triggered it. So, because the next day, phone calls. So, you know. Yes, do it. I want to hear it. I want to know. First Halloween movie you bought on VHS. That's awesome. You know, when I was a young girl, I didn't buy a lot of VHSs. I rented them. We rented them all the time. It was a constant thing. But buying them, I wasn't collecting back then. And I did have a few, you know, specific ones. I did have Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I did have a copy of The Wall, which I love The Wall. I don't know if you guys like Pink Floyd, but Pink Floyd is awesome, and I love them. And The Wall is one of my favorite movies, and I never get sick of seeing it. I never get sick of watching it or hearing that album. I can listen to that album over and over and over again. I never ever get sick of it. And then Rocky Horror Picture Show is, my mom bought that for me as a gift because she knew that I loved Tim Curry, and she knew that I loved musicals, and I had not seen it at the time when she had bought it for me. So I was really excited to finally get to see it because I'd heard so many people talking about it. So technically, when I was growing up, that was really the only two movies. I might have had Grease. I kind of think I had Grease, but I'm not sure. Those are the only two I remember really well. And the thing is, when I moved out, I left a lot of my stuff, you know, at my mom's when I moved out because I didn't have a lot of room at first. And my brother, one of my brothers, one of the four, decided, let's go raid Jamie's room and let's see what we can get in there so we can take it back to the pawn shop and pawn it off for money so we can buy video games for the Nintendo. Boy, was I mad. Jerks. I was really mad. They used to do all kinds of stuff to me like that. So basically what they did, I'm so mad. Oh, Purple Rain. I did have a copy of Purple Rain. I also had several different versions of Purple Rain on, the album. I had it on vinyl, and I actually think that's still around somewhere. And I had it on CD, and I had it on cassette, all three ways. And my brother, he took that one too. I was pissed. All of my favorite CDs, he totally took over and, you know, sold. So I was not happy. I was not happy. Um, but I didn't really start collecting until about the year 2001. And then I started to collect some. And it started with DVDs. I never really collected a whole lot of videotapes. It started with the DVDs, and slowly I've built up. Lately I've been going a little crazy. Like every time I go to Walmart, I raid the bins and come out with like $100 worth of movies. And I probably don't have to do that. I probably shouldn't be doing that. um, but I'm kind of inspired by all of you guys, because you guys have this huge collection. It's like huge and major for you guys, and you guys know all these little detaily things about stuff, and I'm just trying to keep up. So my way of trying to keep up is at least trying to pick up some of the things that I really do feel like are missing out of my collection. My collection is mostly going to consist of stuff that I really, really like. It won't have anything in there that's unopened, and not watched. I don't want to waste money. I'm not a money waster. So everything that I have will get watched. Did you? Oh, hi, Ben. I just realized you were here. Hello. Yeah, it's a good one. And I don't mind watching it more than one time. I mean, I remember back when it was just playing on Showtime and stuff. I just used to watch it over and over and over again. And I never got sick of it. I love it. What? You're kidding. You're joking, right? That's one of your jokes, right? Because don't you dare send that back if that's true. Don't you dare. You tell them you made the mistake. You need to send me my Universal 4K, but I'm keeping the Apple Watch because you screwed up. That's what you say. Yeah, see, you got the right idea. Actually, don't rebuy it. Just say, "Oh no, I'm keeping this. Your mistake. Your mistake." No, I wouldn't give it up. Holy crap! Can't they make a mistake like that with me? I would love that. Ah, my hair is always, see, it is too long. Millie's right. It's gotten way out of control. And it's always in my face, and I'm always touching my face. And I know that you're not supposed to do that, because I learned in modeling you're not supposed to do that, but I still do it anyway because I'm terrible. But how long have I been going? Oh my gosh, I've been going for an hour and a half. I honestly didn't plan on doing it for this long. And there's 13 people in here. That's amazing. Yay. um, but I probably am going to get going. I will be back with more recommendations as the week goes on, because like I said, I picked out about 25, 30 movies that I wanted to share with you guys. And I just, like I said before at the beginning of the show, I've been spending a lot of time working on myself. I really, with them, my going out of remission and my disease coming back, and me feeling so tired, and so, I mean, the tired is, it's a tired I cannot describe to you guys. It's beyond just like, oh, I'm tired today. No, it's like I cannot keep my eyes open at all. I have to go to bed, and at strange times of the day. And then I can't sleep at night because my body is on an opposite thing. It's completely crazy. But yeah, I wanted to spend as much time outside as possible. I had started to gain weight, which was making me very depressed because it took me 6 years to get over the Hashimoto's and get into remission. And it took me 6 years to, I went up in weight and I went down in weight. And it took me 6 years to go through that loop. And I don't ever want to go through that again, because the depression that comes along with me gaining weight I just don't want it. So I was very paranoid. I started to get paranoid about what's everybody else going to think. And that's another thing that you guys don't know about yet, is that when I first got sick, I literally became a recluse. Like I refused to leave my house. And it's because the way that I looked and the way that I felt like you could see my disease and it bothered me. And I didn't want my friends to see me like that or to feel like that about me. So I basically kind of just isolated myself. And a lot of them got mad at me for it, but they've all understood now and have forgiven me for it. And I've forgiven them for something they did to me too, because there was a time when they all abandoned me when I needed them most. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of even now, but it was hard for me. And I got so scared in March when the doctor called and said, "Hey, your blood work's bad." That I couldn't, that was all I was focused on, because I don't know if you guys understand how horrible I felt. I'd rather die than go through that again. I really don't want to go through that again. So, I think it's been good for me. I think spending all this time outside and, not doing so much, live streaming YouTube and, so much stressing activities, and just going outside and doing things in the outdoors and pursuing things that I feel are enjoyable for me. It's helped me, and it's helped me take the weight that I was gaining off. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not back down to where I really want to be, but I'm down a few pounds. So I guess I can thank the flu for some of that too. But I really don't want to thank the flu, because you almost killed me. You almost killed me twice. So, but yeah, so the disease thing, that's why I've been missing all summer. And that's why I haven't really done a whole lot of region free. And because I've been dealing with all of the side effects of the disease, and there's a lot that goes with that. And I didn't want to burden anybody, with it. I didn't want to come on here and like complain every day, oh, I feel like crap every day. I didn't want to do that. I want to be a happy person. I want to put on a good, show for people. I don't want my shows to be full of like me just complaining, I just want everything to be happy. And that's why my nature videos are so important to me. And you're going to see, I'm making a movie right now about my mushroom hunting a little bit, and about my philosophy on beauty and simplicity. And I'm hoping that people will catch on and maybe stop, and maybe it'll help someone. Maybe it'll help someone feel better. Maybe if they stop and think about, oh, well, Jamie, she's going out there and she's just looking at mushrooms and it makes her happy. Maybe I should try something simple like that to make myself happy. Because everybody has something. Everybody has something that is simple that they love, that can make them happy. And a lot of times I think when we're critics, we're movie critics, right? I think a lot of times we get really stressed out and really, passionate about how we feel about movies. I get extremely passionate about Twin Peaks, I think that I just hope that, by my making this little video, making this little movie about my mushroom hunting and why it's so important to me, I just hope it helps somebody else to stop and say, you know what, I am stressed out, and maybe I do need to go Why don't I go for a walk in the woods and check out what's around? Maybe I'll go mushroom hunting, or maybe I'll go learning about all the different kinds of. I've spent my summer learning about all these different kinds of mushrooms. I am confident now that I know what around me that I can eat and cannot eat. And I am bound determined to eat something that I pick out of the ground because it means something for me. It, I don't know what it is, but for me it feels like if I go out and I pick this food that the earth put out there um without any propagation, um I feel like I'm taking something healthy and good into myself. So I'm out there and I'm learning about all these different mushrooms because mushrooms are key in my diet. Mushrooms are full of selenium, mushrooms are full of vitamin D, but mushrooms are full of vitamin A. And those are very important elements for my disease. Because really, for me, you know how they have that old saying, you are what you eat? I literally am what I eat. And I have to be diligent. And I haven't been. I During COVID, I got really depressed and I started eating a bunch of junk food and a bunch of stupid shit that I shouldn't eat. And it made me sick. And I blame all of the junk food I ate and how stupid I was about it for my blood work going bad again because I was in the green and I was feeling really good for about 3 years. So it's been a struggle, but I just hope that, people can take a little bit from me and, maybe just go out there and try to find something that makes them happy. That's very simple and that it brings them a little joy. So go out there, people, and look for joy. Look for joy in the simple things. Look for joy in the sky, the ground, anything, animals, anything that you can find around you. Just go out there and breathe a little bit. And I'm going to get going now. So we'll talk to you later. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming tonight and for watching and being here. I really appreciate it because it's been so long and I missed you all. I've missed everybody. I mean, I know I come into the chats and I talk and I've been on a few shows, like I was on Jess's show twice and, I come around, but I've missed being on here. I've missed, you guys seeing my face and me seeing you guys. So I'm very happy that y'all came and watched me tonight. So you guys have a good night and I will talk to you the next time. Bye.